Raynon here. Today is yet again our build showcase, and it's Silva Aegis Prime. Today I'm going to show you 3 builds, but first, how do I obtain the Silva Aegis and Silva Aegis Prime? So let me show you. To obtain the regular Silva Aegis, you have to join a clan, teleport yourself to the 10 labs, interact with this console right here, type the weapon's name, and there it is. You can buy this thing for 15,000 credits, and these are the materials. Now for the Prime. Silva Aegis Prime right now is vaulted, so you can't really farm the relics to get the parts, but you can buy it from someone. It's like 50 plata set, and I will recommend. The weapon is overall a good weapon. And there you go. Now for the builds. For the first setup, this is the new player setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Pressure Point for melee damage, Reach for range, Sacrificial Steel for critical chance, Organ Shatter for critical damage, Fever Strike for toxin, North Wind for cold, cold and toxin gives you viral. When you proc viral onto enemies, enemies will take more damage from any source. Gladiator Might for critical chance critical damage, and Fury for attack speed. These mods here are highly recommend new players to use, and now it's time for me to show you these Steel Path builds. For the second setup, this is the exposure setup. The mods I'm using here, we have Condition Overload for melee damage per status type, Prime Reach for range, Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush 12x combo. This is going to give us 440 critical chance and status chance. Prime Fever Strike for toxin, Vicious Frost for cold, cold and toxin gives us viral, Galvanized Steel for critical chance critical damage, and Berserker's Fury for attack speed. These mods. For the extra weapon adapter, you can use whatever Tenakai you have. For the Arcane melee exposure and ability cast, gain 60% corrosion damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 240, which is a lot of increased damage and free corrosion damage. That's the Arcane. For the passive, let's ignore it, it's horrible. For the stats, the attack speed is horrible, range is average, follow through is, where is it? There it is. It's below average. Riven Dispo isn't that bad at all. Critical chance, critical damage, attack speed, for me personally, will be by far the best in slot, and you can remove Berserker's Fury for it. Critical chance is above average, critical damage is average, stat chance is average, and total damage is above average. Overall, the stats are fine. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane, and now for the final setup. And for the final setup, this is the Afflictions setup. The mods I'm using here, you're going to remove 3 mods, Condition Overload, Vicious Frost, and Prime Fever Strike, 4 Prime Pressure Point for melee damage, Galvanized Elementalist for status damage and status chance, and Molten Impact for heat. More heat. That's it. These are the mods. For the Action Weapon Adapter, you can use whatever Tenakai you have. For the Arcane melee Afflictions, enemies affected by status effect gain 6 additional stacks when they're knocked down or flung by a melee attack. When we do a heavy attack, we do have a Tenakai setup. We're going to knock them down. We have a guaranteed chance to proc heat. That's going to proc 6 additional heat stacks. And we're going to do a lot more damage. And that's the Arcane. For the stats, instead of viral heat corrosion, it's going to be pure heat. Affliction setup. That's it. These are the stats, the passive, the mods, the Arcane. And now it's time for me to show you these 3 builds against the units. Alright, let's start. This is the new player setup. I'm going to spawn level 40, regular star chart, Arcane Battle Group dudes. No buffs, armor strip, unnecessary or needed. Press the melee attack button and everything is going to die, as you can see. It's quite good for regular star chart, it's overkill. Bombards, heavy gunners, goodbye. This bombard, this lancer, it's really good. For regular star chart, it's very good. Now for the Steel Path builds, the next one is the Affliction setup. There we go. This setup needs buffs. You need to add a couple layers of elemental buffs or damage buffs to make it work. Without buffs, it's much weaker. I will spawn level 205, Steel Path. We need to get some combo real quick. We do have Tenakai. Tenakai is very important for this setup to knock down enemies on a heavy attack. We have a guaranteed chance to proc heat, which will proc 6 additional stacks. As you can see, 9 stacks. It's going to melt the heavy gunner. It's very good, but you need to use some buffs to make it even better. Boom. There we go. And for the final setup, the exposure setup. Swap. Spawn the exact same units. Spam your abilities to get exposure stacks. There we go, 240 increased corrosion damage. We need to get some stacks and combo real quick. Come on. 6x. 7x. We do have Tenakai on this setup as well. Heavy gunners. Goodbye. We didn't have exposure stacks, excuse me. Let me show you again. Now we have 12x combo. Spawn the exact same units. There we go. We're chunking now. Heavy gunners. Goodbye. This heavy gunner is also dead. Bombard, you're next. This guy, and there you go. That's it. Those are 3 builds. Now it's time for me to show you the exposure setup against Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies at the Void. Steel Path, of course. It's survival. The map's called Mod. I'm going to show you this build right here. Exposure stacks. There we go. Swing, swing, swing. Chunky. This is without any buffs. So no buffs. This isn't an influence setup, so no phenomenal clear. We're not going to spread electricity. You can, of course, make an influence setup. I will recommend to use Shock Trooper, Shock, Volt's helmet ability. So you don't have to build electricity. You don't have to build like blast, gas. You can just add electricity through ability and spread heat and electricity in a large radius. That's much better in my opinion. Holy, I saw 23 million. There we go. Swing, swing, swing. Exposure stacks. I need to remember, I have to recast. There we go. It's overall a solid melee weapon. I don't mind this thing. I do like the design. I do like the skins. I like the skins more than the base look. This is the Oberon's deluxe skin bundle. It comes with this Silva Aegis skin, whatever it's called. I forgot the name. But just search the Oberon's deluxe skin. You will see the Silva Aegis skin as well. Stash chance on this weapon is good. Critical chance is like average, above average. Critical damage is average. The attack speed is horrible. What else? Follow through isn't the greatest at all. It's just not the greatest. I accidentally pressed my heavy attack. I lost all of my stacks. Excuse me. There we go. Swing, swing, swing. 500,000 to that guy. Poor dude. 2.5 million to that guy. I do like the final Harbinger. I think that's what it's called. The stance. It also procs slash. Even if the weapon doesn't have slash. So you have corrosion, you have viral, heat, and slash. Plus times 4 to condition overload. So you have a lot of added damage. If something survives more than 5 attacks, you're going to chunk that enemy. There he is. Finally. Against Aki Boy, I don't have the energy for exposure. Boys, please. Oh, he nearly died. Goodbye. There you go. Didn't have the energy, but he's still despawned. And there you go. That's the build. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there you go. Silva Aegis, really good. I will recommend the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like and sub. And of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.